Auditions close in just a few days for students looking to be part of the very first district-wide choir for Memphis Shelby County Schools. Auditions are open to middle and high school students. Here to tell us more about the choir is board member Tawana Murphy, and we'll get to that first. Ms. Murphy, thank you for being on 3 at 3. It is about time.
Yes,
yeah, I've been waiting to talk to you for a long time, at least on this show. Let's start off with MSCS school board races for 2026. We know the county commissioners push to have everything on that same ballot for next year. What are your thoughts about that? Is that the right move, or are you opposed to it, and why?
Well, I'm opposed to it because I don't think that's the right move.
Why not?
I think that it was just an attack on the board because they didn't like the decisions that the board made, and so they decided they wanted to attack us back. And so it was more like a retaliation thing on the board because we wouldn't listen to them. And so they decided to take matters into their own hands, which was to say, hey, well, let's just shorten their terms and let's move them back and let them run with everybody else. Even though it's unconstitutional, they decided that they wanted to do this anyway. So,
well, what about for those who say, well, the board needs to show more accountability when it comes to showing the public what it's doing and having somebody to kind of oversee them as well? Is that a fair assessment or not?
No, that's not a fair assessment, because when it comes to community, we have been open and honest with the community, and the same people that's fussing about we're not transparent, we're being transparent. Those same people don't show up to the meetings. But we do have parents and community leaders that's interested to know where we are and how we're moving things forward. And so we are being transparent. We are showing them what we are. Our graduation rate has went up to 84%. So
84%?
84%. So we're still working, and the kids are still doing the job. And even though the TCAP scores went up just a bit, it's still an improvement.
But what do you say to those state lawmakers as well who are saying a state takeover is not dead yet? It still might come back up again in January of next year.
You want me? You really want to know what I want to say to them?
I do.
Mind their own business.
And why do you say that?
Mind their own business and let us run our district. This is one of the largest districts, and we have a $2 billion budget. And they want to control that $2 billion budget. It's not about the students at all. It's about the budget. It's simply about the money. And I've been saying that for a long time, is let us do our jobs. Let us run our district. Our district is doing well. We went from having a shortage of 500 teachers to now 192 teachers. So we're still working. We're still trying to get things on track.
So does this all go back to former Superintendent Dr. Marie Fagans, and are they kind of pointing the finger at you folks because of that she was fired or terminated?
Yes, sir. They always point the finger at us. They say it's our fault. We didn't give her enough time. But I think that you can't keep repeating the same cycle over and over. And if you're telling somebody the same thing over and over and nothing's being accomplished, then we have to make the decision. And that's our decision as board members, to hire and fire who we want.
I do have to ask you about another issue. As you know, you stay in the news quite a bit these days, so it seems a lawsuit against you alleging harassment by a community activist. What's your take on that? Where does that also stand, and what do you want the public to know?
It's stupidity.
Stupidity? Why do you say that?
It's stupidity at its best. Because that lawsuit came, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about it till the news called me and said, you have a restraining order. I said, for what? Anybody knows when you move out of a house that you have overflow mail. I didn't know she lived there. Had no idea. I was just going to make sure that if I had any overflow mail and I checked the mailbox, then I would just make sure that I
But have you been repeatedly going back to that house?
No, sir, not at all. Not at all. That's why I didn't understand it.
So are you saying she's harassing you, or is it fair to say you are harassing her?
She's harassing me. She's been harassing me from the time that we had this little spectacle with Dr. Fagans. She's one of those people.
So where do matters stand with this right now?
Well, we have to go to court December 16th, and then my lawyers are going to deal with it at that time.
Okay. What's next for you regarding 2026? Are you going to run for re-election, or are you going to possibly run for another office? Because a lot of people want to know.
Well, I have my eyes set on a few things, but for the sake of the children, I think I'd rather run for school board again. If we have to run, then I'd rather run for school board.
And if you don't, your eyes are set where?
You caught me off guard.
Come on, Tawana Murphy, we know you.
Well, as you know, I ran for county, was it county commissioner? No, it wasn't. It was city council.
Okay.
I ran for city council. I lost by 4% of the vote. So if I was to run for anything else, I probably would run for city council
All right, keep
again.
us posted on that. The other matter you're here for, though, the countywide tryouts, auditions for this choir. This is a first of a kind initiative
Yes.
that you are really pushing. Why so? Why is this needed?
Because our children need something to do. If we want to minimize crime and violence in our city, then we have to give our children something to do. Some of our children do not go to school at all, and it's because they don't want to go or something's going on in their family life, or they have some mental issues. But if they know that they have something to come to, something that they'll be proud of, then they'll come to school, they'll do their work. They want something that they can do. We have a lot of kids that don't come to school and they're talented. They can sing, they can dance, they can play instruments, and this will give them the opportunity to do so.
For those who don't see it clearly, paint this picture for us. Is this also a possibility for some of these young people from right here in Memphis and Shelby County to be on a national, international stage here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They'll be able to write music. We're going to bring in national artists to work with these children to make sure that they're doing everything right, that they can read music, that they can write music. This is some of the things that I want to bring to the district so that our children can have something to do, and it's going to put them on a national level. I traveled all over the world being in a choir. I've been to Africa twice, I've been to China, I've opened up for the President of the United States, and so those are some things that they'll have that opportunity to do.
What about auditions, and what's the deadline to apply?
Well, they have the deadline is set for December 5th, so it's set for this Friday. We're going to have some small auditions on the 8th of December, but I am asking the teachers and the principals to recommend students as well to come. So if they have 10 or 15 students that they want to recommend, then they can recommend them to be in a choir as well.
So the talent is here. You
It
just
is.
want folks to step up, especially our young people
Yes.
here in Memphis and Shelby
But we
County.
have so much great talent here. We have national recording artists. We have Billy Rivers.
Yeah.
We have Lisa Knowles. We have Jason Clark. We have Daryl Pettis. We got so many great people here that can mentor these kids, that can help me push these kids to the next level.
Looking for the next generation
Yeah.
right there.
Yes.
Tawana Murphy, look forward to having you back.
Yes.
Try to stay out of trouble if you can.